Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, this is a live, Bose 831 Gaming, live on Twitch. And this is a continuation of my Twitch live stream series with Farming Simulator 22 Platinum Edition. We're playing on the SILVERRUN Forest map, which is the base map with the Farming Simulator 22 Platinum expansion. And hope you're having a wonderful day, night, whatever it is, in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And without much further ado, let's just jump right into it. We're picking up right from where we left off on the last episode. Right now, I'm just hopping into our tractor at the sawmill. We're still processing logs here. We're still maxed out, so everything here is still business as usual until that load is processed. We're still good there, but we're also in the process of setting up our farming area. And we had placed down a silo and our animal pens for our cows, which is here, our pigs, which is here, our chickens, which is here. We got some in the cage and some in free roam, can't even speak now, free roam, excuse me. And we got 4 of these sat that we placed for right now. We may have to go back and tweak that, but you know what, we're doing this live and in living color, so at this point it's all going to be a little bit trial and error. I kind of overexceeded my capacity there because as we were placing these different buildings and things and stocking them with the animals and so forth, I wasn't keeping track of my budget, and we already ran out of funds, or just about are about to run out of funds, as you can see. And we only got as far as placing the second sheep pen, the 4 chicken pens, the building for the pigs, and the building for the cows, but we don't have enough funds to purchase our pigs or our cows or even supply these other 2 buildings at this point where we're at in the process. So there's a few different ways I can approach this. One, we can go ahead and pay it forward and get some loans and see how much damage we can do there, and then just make the money back and pay the loans back once we start making money from the animals. Or 2, I could just go wait, stay, stand pat where I am now with these buildings being placed, but not stocking any animals in the pigs or the cows for the moment because we can't afford them, and just start turning profit on what I have in place until I have enough money earned to start placing the animals in the other buildings. But I think the best way to probably go about doing it right now is to go the loans route first, because if I have all the animals placed, at least the max that I can afford to, even when taking loans into consideration, I can make that money back much faster with the resources that the animals produce versus what they consume. So I think we'll do that. So let's go here to the pigs barn first, and let's see what we would be looking at cost-wise here to fill this sucker up. Alright, and just for amusement purposes, we're going to go ahead and start with our pigs being full grown, and we're not worried about raising them up until production speed, because we need to have money being made from the pigs right away. And we just want an assortment of all 3 types of them, so we're going to do that. 60, and then go to the Berkshire, same thing, by 60, Okay, it won't even let me, because I can place up to 150. So,
Hey, Kawani, Kawani.
all right. So we're before I can place any more pigs, I need to get money. And
Money.
yeah, and I know it's gonna cost me at least $34,500 to at least get some of the pigs that I need right now. So let's hop out, and we're gonna go to our finances screen here, and we're gonna borrow, make some money from the bank.
Hey, Tony. Hey, Tony.
And we know in the least bit we need at least $35,000. So we'll start with around. Let's start with 100,000 for our first loan, and start there. And that puts us at $100,195. And so we'll go back into the pig dialog, and we got the German land wraith. Next thing we want to get is the Bentheim. All right, and we'll buy 60 of them. No, one moment. Nope, I'm not. No, no, nope. Stop. Go, go see Nana. All right, my apologies there. Let's get back to it. We need next. We want to get Berkshire, and we can buy 30 more Berkshire, and that gives us the total of the 150, which is the max that this barn can hold. And we got 60 German land race. Uh, we got 30 Bentheim Black Pied and 30 Berkshire. Wait, yeah. I think that's right. Well, actually, let's do it from this screen because I'm confusing myself here. All right, so now if we go to this screen and we look at the pigs, we got 60 German land race, 60 Bentheim Black Pied, and 30 Berkshire. But we're not finished yet with the pigs because we need to get them their food and their bedding in place. So we need straw and we need pig food. So the next issue we want to address here is we have our trailer already leased. Well, let's go to the shop first and let's get a big bag of pig food. Do we have a big bag of pig food? Yeah, that's $900. And I'm only going to buy one right now till I know for sure that this will work with this trailer setup we have. But first, let's take this tractor trailer combo back to the shop. And let's go pick up our pig food, and then we'll bring that back over to the farm. If everything goes according to plan, at least. Alright, so the next stop is the shop. And we're going to pick up the one bag of pig feed that we just purchased allegedly. So we bring the tipper up by the bag and hit the refill tipper button. Okay, and that seems to be working. So now, so we want to go back to that, and I'm not sure exactly how many we need. So we're going to start with another 4 for 2,700 and refill tipper. This tipper has an 8,000 liter capacity, so we can max it out at 8. We choose to do so. 150 pigs. I'm not quite sure how much feed they will take. So we'll, just to be conservative, we'll go with the full 8,000 because we can always just place it in the silo and pull from the silo if needed. So we have 5, so we need 3 more bags, big bags. So we'll do big food, 3 more, boom. All right, one more. Alright, and that maxes us out at the max capacity for the trailer at 8,000 liters. And we'll take that back to the pig facility. And as we saw last week, I didn't do myself a big favor in exactly how I have the placement of the building. So I'm already identified one issue I'm going to have with bringing my trailer into the pigsty and getting out of the pigsty, and that the building is too close to the cow barn, and I've already identified that there are going to be some issues with navigating through there cleanly, as we'll see here momentarily. Because this building has a defined width, and the doors only allow for a certain size of pieces of equipment to be pulled through, and I have to pull the trailer inside and through in order to drop off the pig food. Alright, we got it. When you drive it, if I drive it just right, I can fit it in there without any problems. There's only a certain size and capacity of trailers I'm going to get through this opening, so I have to be mindful of that. And then coming out, I have to make a sharp turn coming out in order to not have to run through and run into the cow barn, which is placed it a little bit too close, but I still think we can work it out. Okay, so we took all 8,000 liters, so let's take a peek at where we're at with the pig food situation. Alright. And that gets us to 15,812. The first field, I want to max the pigs out completely. So if we're at 15,000 and we're just a hair over a quarter, it looks like it could probably take another 30,000, I believe, from what I'm looking at here. So I'm gonna have to rethink this otherwise we're gonna be making a lot of trips back and forth here at 8,000 liters a pop. So we need to rethink the trailer situation first and foremost here before we proceed. But as I'm rethinking the trailer situation, I also need to be mindful of the size of the trailer, because again, the enclosure has a certain length and width of a trailer that I can fit in there. Then I also have to be mindful of how high or low the ceiling is in there, so I can't only use certain types of trailers as far as dumping the load in there. So let's go here to our leased items, and we're going to return the Welger DK115 for right now. And let's go to our trailers, because I think I have an idea on what I want to use here. The gooseneck 20-foot gooseneck tipper trailer. How big is that one? See, that one's kind of too long. I need one that's has the capacity, but it's shorter. So it's 30-foot auto loading. That one's even longer. We need a short trailer, but with a high capacity. Uh, hmm. That holds 38,000 liters, and that's a short trailer. I don't need that much of a trailer. What about this one? The ASW 256 is very short. It's very tall too, though, and that holds 26,000 liters. This Crump SKS 2950 way too long. Alright, all of those Crumps are going to be too long. That's 21,000 there. 802 is 21,000. Although that's in the ballpark of what I want to do, though. I might do the AgroLiner there, maybe. The Metaltech is 10,000. That one's 13,000. That one's 17,000. We have one that goes up to 26. How long is that one? 26. That's 29,000. That's closer. And it's still not too long and not too tall. And that's a Metaltech DB20 Premium. Yeah, let's see here. What else we got here? The small flatbed. If we turn that into a tipper, that gives us 24.5. This is the one by Mac Trucker, I think. The small flatbed auto load trailer mod. This is going to be found on the mod hub. I think we're going to go with this one. I just like these trailers so much. We're going to give it the tipper body. We don't need to worry about any of the other cosmetics because this is just going to serve one purpose now. We're going to lease that. And then we want to go back. I wonder, can this trailer auto load from the big? What is still 1,000 liters either way. But just to be safe, we'll do it from the big bags. So we're going to order another fertilizer, road salt, pig food. We need the other stack of pig food. So we're going to go to the pallets. We want the pig food pallets, where they're at. Soybean, wheat pallet, sugar beet, fertilizer, chicken feed, mixed ration, pig feed. And this is on the part of the farm supply pack. $1,000 for 5,000 liters. We want to do 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, so that's 30,000 liters. If that doesn't do it, all right. So start filling. And we're probably just going to end up buying our pig food instead of growing the crops to make our own pig feed. But we'll have to see how that goes. We may do a combination of both processes. Again, once we get the farming up to full steam, we'll look at that. But I decided to start with the animals first instead of the farming. And then once we make enough money, we'll get the ticket to be all in on the farming. But maybe I'll lease the equipment on the farming and we'll go ahead and get started on the farming as well. But we'll play that by ear and see how it goes. But we're about to turn this whole thing on its head and on its ear and get everything going in full operation. With the animals, the farming, and the production chains. We're about to turn everything on now. And I'm about to be a busy farmer. It's going to take us a little bit to get all this pig food loaded onto the trailer. Because again, we were targeting up 30,000 liters. It was my best guess at what the max capacity is for the pig facility. I may be a little bit off, but we'll see exactly what it is when we get this trailer unloaded. Alright, so far so good. That's right, I forgot this trailer's max is 24.5, so we're going to have to make at least one more trip back to the shop. So let's see what the 24.5 gets us. Turning on the beacon lights. And it's cool, as you can see with the trailer, you got beacons on the back of the trailer as well. Alright, well, we have arrived, and let's get this thing turned around. Alright, so that fits in there nicely. Alright, that works. Now, do we have enough room to tip? So far, so good. Let's hope it works. Alright, we're all the way up, and we're unloading. We got it in. Without any weird bugs. 40,000. So it must be closer to 50,000 liters. Alright. Alright, and here's where we run into issues coming out of here. That's a really tight angle. So we really need an even shorter trailer than this to get in and out of that area based on how we had the buildings placed, and that was just my fault for not really thinking that out exactly. Alright, two more. So we have two more pallets to load. And then we'll see where we're at from there. That'll give us 5,000 liters. I still think we'll need at least one more, because I think that we can hold right at 50,000 and maybe a little over. So just to be safe, we'll get one more. Ration pig feed. Not trying to overbuy here, because we're still on a very tight budget. Alright. 10,005. Hope that's it. And we won't have to make one more trip. We'll see. I'm going to run this load back. I'm actually now starting to get a little bit excited now as I think about it, about our prospects for the rest of this playthrough here as we approach the end of the series. Although I still think I haven't set on an exact number as to where I want to end it at. But if I had to say it out loud, I'm probably thinking between 75 and 100 episodes. Because I want to stop on a really good solid number. So let's see where we're at today. Alright, we got another load of pig food. It's 10,500 liters. Let's see how far this load goes. Alright, and we still missed the mark. So it's over 50,000. Shucks. Not completely happy about that, but we'll make one more trip. This is trial and error, real time, folks. Real time. I guess I should have went over and then just did it that way, because that's what we got the silo. Therefore, it's dealing with the overflow. As you see, it's 1750 now, and so we're starting to get dark on us here. So we're may have to roll this activity over into another day on the map. For those of you that are not keen on military time, 1700, you subtract 12 from the number, and that'll give you the actual standard time. So 12 for 17 is what? It's 5:52, almost 6 o'clock. Alright, so let's do one just to be safe, 2 more pallets of pig food. This wasn't where we were trying to go, but it's where we need to go. Pig food, pig feed pallets. 1, 2. Alright, so that's another 10,000 liters. If that doesn't nip it in the bud, I don't know what will. In fact, it should be over now. So we're heading back to the pigs. This is just part of the process that we're doing for the pigs. Next up, we need to get their straw situation worked out as well. And then we have to do these things all over again for the cows. But we'll probably roll that into the next day because we're starting to run out of daylight hours right now. I just keep everything leased that I have out, and leashed until we're finished with it. So instead of returning it for at the end of the day, so we'll get charged because you're gonna pay your lease fees no matter what. All right, so that hit it. We still got 6,000 left over. So now when we go, it's 54,000 is the max for pig food. So now that we know what that number is, we could dump the excess, in theory, into the silo. I don't remember if the silo is fruit, but I hope it is. It is. So we'll store the pig food. And our next challenge will be straw. And actually we're going to handle straw a different way. We're not going to use this one for straw because this is a tipper. We're going to go back to the flatbed and use that for the straw. So let's park this tipper here for now, and let's go grab our flatbed. And I have no idea what the max storage capacity is for straw for this pig building. So this is going to be another little trial and error deal. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Yikes. Please don't blow me up, train. That did not go well. That could have ended very badly. I was close. I don't want to do that again. Okay, you pull out in front of me, and then you stop? That makes perfect sense. Yeah, the traffic AI in this game still needs a lot of work. Alright, so let's go back into the shop, and this time we're looking at bales, and we want to look at straw. And let's use the liftable bales pack, straw bales, just in case we run into any issues with placement or anything like that. So we want the standard 220 size ones now, which that's 8,000 liters. Let's do 4 for starters. That's 33,000 liters of straw right there. I think that's going to be overkill, but we shall see. Operating position. Okay, that's weird. That they unload bells. Yeah, what? Alright. I don't know why they started in that weird position there. And it's starting to get dark on us here, so let's light it up a little bit. My apologies there, I didn't turn them on earlier. Okay. So we're coming through with the straw now. Let's see how this works. Okay, that's not working. So let's do this way. Alright, this trailer is entirely too long to be pulling through. Let's do things this way. Yeah, I'm gonna need to use some different equipment here. Because one of the cool things I like about this trailer here is you got a ramp here where you can go up into here. You open this door and, whoops, went off the ramp here. Let's turn my flashlight on. And you got a whole bale storage area here. Alright, let's turn on the shed light so you can better see what I'm looking at here. But you're right, shed lights on, and this is bale storage. Alright. I'm gonna get our lights back on. And let's get these bales unloaded. Unload bales here. Alright. And these bales are part of the liftable bales pack. So I can carry them around and see. There we go. And now if we look at it now, yep, that's just about it. That's 8,000. Alright, let's do one more. And that's it. So now if we take a look at it, it's 15,000 for straw, 54,000 for food. And we could store the unused bills here on the second level. And just stack those up here. But of course we need to get the proper equipment to do it the realistic way, but right now we're doing it the unrealistic way. But we would have a little forklift and we would just bring the bales upstairs and stack them with the forklift. Alright, that's two. And this is actually a good start for the number of bales that I purchased. We don't want to overspend right now because that's not where we're at with the farm financially. Alright, drop that in. Get that bale up. Take that to the top. Get it turned and rotated properly. And drop that on. Beautiful. I love it when a plan comes together. But that's more than enough straw that we need right now. So now if we go look at the pigs again on the animals menu. Alright. They have their food, 54,000 liters of pig food. They have their straw, 15,000 liters of straw. The pigs will produce slurry, and we have to figure out what we're going to do with the slurry. This map doesn't have a BGA, so we We'll probably just be selling the slurry outright. Uh, and that's pretty much it. The pig's health is at 20% right now. Once they start to eat their food a little bit, that number should go up because they have everything they need to fulfill their needs right now for them to get more healthy. But since they're brand new, they start from zero and they work their way up to full health. All right, and I think this is where we're gonna stop for today. And on the next day, we'll work on everything else, including getting our cows set up. So let's go ahead and keep our lease equipment where it's at. We'll just keep everything out. Let me double check to make sure we're not still keeping anything that we don't need. Where is that rock? We still have a skid steer rock crusher, don't we? I didn't even realize we still had that. I don't even know where that's at, where that's parked at. Alright, where are you? Okay. So there's rocks out here that we crushed that we needed to pick up that we haven't addressed yet. And there's another rock that we saw that I need to break up over here on the other side of our animal barns here. So there's still some more rocks we can crush. But we're gonna go ahead now and just advance the day so we can get to a situation where we have daylight hours, hours, and we can better see what we're doing. So let's make it back over to the farmhouse and call it a day. We got a lot to do coming up. Sleep. And advance the day to the next day. And we paid $106, $66 loan interest, $3,731 in leasing costs, so on and so forth. Operating expenses, logs still haven't been processed. But that should pick back up now that I'm here. Once we get to 109. Alright, so they're going in now. Let's see how far we get. What we get? 5. Alright, we might empty the trailer before we get to 109 this time. $107. Alright, we're close, we're close. Alright, 107. 2 more logs to go. And there it is, 109. So we're at max. But that's the last log, so we'll be able to move that here in just a little bit. Let's go to our animal screen. Alright, to our animal screen and see what our situation is there. Alright. So our pigs are going through their food not too fast, but they're working their way through the pig food and the straw. And as you see, the health is jumped right up from 20% to 100%. And they're 7 months old now. Chickens are 7 months old, and their health is also at 100% now. And that should be across the board. The advancement of the reproduction bar depends on the life cycle of the animal. But as you see, these sheep are at 60%, so they have about 4 more cycles, and they'll be ready to reproduce. While these guys here, as you see, they're at 26 months right now. So if they're at 60 now, we say 40% more, probably 26, 27, 28, 29. So I figure probably 30 months, I'm guessing, they'll be ready to reproduce, or somewhere thereabouts. We'll see how that pay attention to that and see how that grows. The chickens have a much faster life cycle, and they're already at 50% reproduction at 7 months. Roosters are at 1 month, 1 month. A same. So chickens are 7 months, 50%. All right. What do we want to go at next? Let's do our productions first, I think. Let's go to our production chains. Take a look at them. All right. Barrel factory is probably use a resupply of metal, but do we have that set to distribute automatically? Let's see. What do we have the metal at? We have the metal set to storing right now. So we're doing that manually. So, okay, so we have to do a metal delivery to the barrel factory. Furniture factory also takes a little metal. Flooring factory does not. Wood turner does not. Pet accessories does not. And wool we do have distributing automatically, so we don't have to manually do with the wool. So let's go take the box set trailer and go grab us a few pallets of metal first. Yeah, I just totally had an epiphany here, in that I didn't have to lease a trailer when I got the trailer for the that I could use with the 2020 for tipping. That was my brain malfunction on my part. All right, let's do 3 just to be safe. That's the whole purpose for having this truck, though, because it's supposed to be my all-purpose farm truck. So I keep forgetting, that I could use it for other purposes. Just have to get the right trailer attachment. But like I say, it's been a while, and I'm a little rusty on some of these mods. So let's take this to the barrel factory first. And we want to overstock and not understock, so that's why I got 3,000 just in case. And hopefully we didn't get under, and we, if anything, have a lot over. So we're here at the loading docks, and let's unload. So let's open the doors. Alright. And we did great. We still have 2,329 liters in the trailer. And if we look at the production menu now, we can see we unloaded the metal, and metal was maxed out at 4,999. So that's great. And the next production that needed metal is the furniture factory. So let's go right up the hill here. Is that the right one? Make sure I made the right turn here. And I'm on the right street. Yeah, okay. Alright, so yep. And go to their loading dock and unload the metal. And it's 20,161. So we overshot by 2,161. So we'll just go ahead and sell that outright. No point in keeping it stored on the trailer. That's losing money. So we don't necessarily, we're not going to make the max profit on it that we can, but that's okay in this situation. Okay. So open up. And we can sell it. gives us a little cash back, which is all good. And next up on our productions, let's go back and take a peek and see what else we might want to shore up. hmm All right, we're not going to supply the long planks yet. Long planks are distributed from the sawmill automatically anyways. All right, shingles, long planks. All right, don't need to top off any of the other supply chains, it looks like, so I think we're good there. We just need to check on one other facility here. Oops, going in the wrong direction. And I want to show you real quick why I didn't necessarily have to lease this trailer here, and my loading and unloading problem is already solved anyway if I use the right trailer on my TLX 2020 here. And here we already have a tipper trailer for the 2020 that would serve the same purpose. So we should have been doing that from the beginning. And that was forgetting about what we can do with the 2020 on my part. So what do we want to do next? Let's go check on the neglected boat build here. I totally got away from making sure that that's being supplied now. Checking on it to see where it's at. If I can find. Alright, so at the boatyard. Yep, I totally forgot about you, buddy. So, the planks, long planks, and wood beam, metal, floor tiles. We got a little bit of wood beam and a little bit of fabric, but the build is not demanding fabric yet, so we need 8,150 liters of planks. And this time, just to kind of help that process along, let's go back to the 2020 because I was kind of premature here in the unloading, letting that go. I hate when this bad boy sinks into the ground like it's doing right now too. I don't know why it does that sometimes, but so we're gonna grab the box it in, and I could supply or source all these supplies from the sawmill, but in the interest of time and functionality, we're just gonna get this purchase what we need from the sawmill here instead of our old sawmill where we are producing our own wood plank pallets for free, more or less. Just buy what we need from this sawmill. All right, so let's open. But first, let me take a peek again at what we need, and we'll do them one by one, and just go ahead and get that filled up and get that out of the way. All right, 8,150 liters planks. So, my one caveat being that I'm low on cash, so I don't know how far that will go. That strategy will take us. We're about to find out. Planks, 8,150, so we'll do 9,000. And those are free because we get that from the sawmill anyways. still weird to me that some planks are free while others are not. I don't quite understand how that works, but that's the way they designed it. Alright. Alright, so we got 9,000 liters of planks. Now we're going to take that back to the boat yard. Alright, let's go, let's go. Must be an old man driving this car. Alright, drop that 9,000 off. And now if we take a look, we got 8,999 liters of planks. So planks is good. We need long planks, we need 8,482. So that's another 9,000 long planks. So we go into the shop office and we're going to order 9,000 liters of long planks. That'll cost us, set us back $4,000, $4,212 to be exact. Alright, sesame. And let's load it all up. To load and we'll be ready to go. Alright, there's two. That's 9,000 liters of long planks, and let's go drop that shipment off. Alright, and we're gonna unload that shipment. Boom. Done. And we got paid $22,000 on top of that. Delivering that shipment, so we're up to $61,056. And long planks is now 8,985 liters in storage. We only need 8,479. So wood beam is next up. We need 4251, so 5,000 wood beam. You can see the pattern for the process here. Wood beam, we're only ordering 5,000, and again those are on the house. Alright, so there's 5,000, so there's 5 pallets. pallet to load. Alrighty, good job. Alright, we have a load of 5,000 liters. And let's go drop those off. Alright, we got paid $13,248 for that delivery. And we're now looking at 5,602 liters of wood beams in storage. We only need 4,242. Now we need 1,395 liters of metal. That's 2,000 there. That's 2 pallets of metal. Let's go grab those. And I don't often play with the in-cab view because of different reasons. Main thing being, I know a lot of guys are sticklers about realism in that way, but when you don't have certain sensory inputs that you would if you were doing this in real life versus when you're doing it virtually in this particular game setup, it's just disorienting for me to play that way. So let's get our 2 pallets of metal. But again, as we talked about before, there are guys that are into playing this game in a quote realistic way, or ultra realistic way, and then there are many players who are in between, you know. And then you have the ones on the other side of the extreme that like to play it just like almost like arcadey, as I like to call it, but you know, no realism whatsoever. You know, I kind of float more on the side closer to realistic play, but not 100%. I'm kind of in the middle. But anyway, we got our I bring all that up just to say that, and I've kind of made this point before in my other episodes, and play the game in a way that is the most fun for you, because the objective at the end of the day, first and foremost, is to have fun. And like I always say in most of my episodes, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? And I mean that literally. You know, if you're not having fun playing a game, then why are you even playing a game? The game is not reality. It's supposed to be a leisure operation, but some of these guys in the community, I think, in my opinion, take it entirely too far. But at the same time, if that's fun for them, then have at it. Let's drop off the 2,000 liters. Alright, we got paid $10,786 for that load. And now if we look at the stats now, we can see we have 1,999 liters of metal in storage. We only need 1,395 liters. And now the floor tiles is the last thing we need, and we need 5,924 liters of floor tiles, so we're shooting for 6,000 liters. So let's go to the flooring factory and see what we have in stock. And we're looking for 6,000 liters total, at least. Because we don't do partial pallets, and that's actually more realistic, and these companies don't like to sell partial pallets anyway, you know, in real life. Alright, so we don't have the 6,000, we do have 4, so let's get all 4,000 liters that we do have available currently, and we have to come back in grab the other 2 pallets. Remember our goal was 6,000. And we had to grab 2 more pallets at another time. Ah, and perhaps I spoke too soon. The 2 popped right in, so I don't have to do it all at one time because they were already queued up to go. That's 1, 2. And close up. That's exactly what we need, actually. Alright, so we have arrived with the floor tiles, 6,000 liters. We'll go ahead and drop them off. And that'll be everything. And we got paid $21,048 for that delivery, which is nice. So we're back up to $100,000 in our finances right now. Alright, and we have 5,997 liters of floor tiles in storage. We only need 5,922. So we're good with the floor tiles right now. Alright, so the boatyard has what it needs right now at this stage of the build. And we can move on to the next phase of our operations right now. And that's dealing with getting these cows operational. And let's go ahead and park the boxer trailer because we're done with it for the moment. And we're going to leave that there because we're going to go ahead and configure the TLX for our next phase of operation. We're going to use that to tip for the animals as well, which I should have been doing the whole time. It wasn't even, like I said earlier, just didn't even think about it. So let's see where we're at here with our animals again. And we don't really need to restock on any of them yet. Don't want to spend the money until I have to. So we're good there. We just need to get the cows in their appropriate starting position. Alright, first of all, let's open this bad boy up. And this is our cows, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let's open up both doors. And again, if we were playing ultra realistic, we'd lease an animal trailer and go to the animal leasing facility, load the trailer up, and ship the animals to our cow barn. But we can buy them here from the barn, and that's what we're going to do now. We're not going to do the whole ultra realistic bit. And we have these are the different types of cows we have available in the game. You have your brown Swiss, your Holstein, your Angus, and your Limousine. And if I remember right, these 2 types are mostly used for meat. The Angus, obviously, it's in the name, and the Limousines are also for produced for meat, while the Holstein and the Brown Swiss are your milk dairy cows. And we're gonna go the dairy angle, and we got 240, so we're gonna try to split them as evenly as much as we can. I'm not 100% on if there's a difference between in 22 between the two cow types. In 19 there was, but I don't think in 22 if there's any difference between the two milk producers or the two beef producers per se. But no quote me. Uh, so we'll just do a mix just to have a little variety as well. So we do half and half, and we want um, fully grown cows so that we can get into the milk business right away. So, alright, 60 of those. Bye bye. Oh, that's right. I don't have enough money, do I? All right. So what do we need to get 60 Hotline? We need buy $99,000. All right. So let's take a look here again at our cows. What do we have first? We got 30 and 30 right now. We're gonna need 100,000 to get 60 more Hotline. So let's go back to our finances, and I think we're gonna need at least $200,000 before we even started here. So let's go to finances. Borrow another 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right, let's start there, and then let's go back here, and let's get another 60 Holstein. By them, that puts us at 120. So we still need another 100,000 plus plus. So let's go back to the finances. And borrow another 100,000. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 126, 181. Go to the cows again, and let's buy 60 Brown Swiss. 180, 240. So next we want to go back to the Holstein, and we need another 100,000 again. So let's go ahead and borrow that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. All right. And buy another 60 Holstein. And bam, that gets us where we need to be. But guess what, boys and girls, we're broke again, and we're now have a loan total of $415,000. We have a balance of $28,181, and we still have a lot of things we need to do to get the cows where we need to be operations wise. So let's go look at where we're at now with the cows. These are the things that the cows need to be happy, operational, and productive and healthy. The cows will produce straw. The cows will produce milk and slurry, which can be sold for a profit, but they need straw and they need to be fed. We can feed cows a mix of hay and grass, or TMR, or total mixed ration. TMR is the best food for them. It's going to make them the most productive. So we're going to do that. we don't have the resources to be producing our own TMR from our farm operations as of yet, so we're going to need to buy TMR in the interim until we are able to produce our own TMR. So let's go to the shop and do that now. And again, I don't know the capacity of TMR for the cow barn. So we're going to start by just buying an arbitrary number of pallets and then see where that hits once we unload. So let's go to the shop screen if I can get my bearings together here. So we're looking at pallets, and this time we're looking at total mixed ration or TMR pallets. Alright, that's mixed ration pallets from the farm supply pack. We're going to go with those. 5,000 liters for $1,000. You're not going to beat that price anywhere. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50. I'm assuming that the that it's at least 50,000 in here, but we'll see. But that's where I'm going to start at, because again, any overflow we can just sort in the silo. All right, that's 10,000. It should take us up to 15,000. So we'll put us at 20,000. But if you're watching the series and you have any questions about the mods that I'm using or anything like that, just hit me up in the comments or in the chat, and I'll be happy to answer questions you might have about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way and so on and so forth. We're gonna just grab up, $50,000 liters and then go drop that off to our cow facility and see where that puts us at as far as the feed situation goes. So it's $40,000, 40,000 liters of total mixed ration or TMR. And it's probably overkill, but don't quote me. We'll for sure here momentarily. So let's take that back to a cow shed. And let's see what we actually have. Alright, so we're going to unload the TMR. And it took all 50,000 liters. Excuse me, 40,000 liters. And that gets us about halfway. So we're going to need another 50,000 liters at least. Let's go get it again. Oh, wouldn't be me if I didn't flip it every once in a while, right? Crash counter +1. Been a while since I did that. Alright, so let's go back to the shop. Pallets. And mixed ration pallets. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I think, right? Let's get the trailer situated right. And once I get it in the right position, it just starts tipping automatically, actually. Alright, and it's all a process now, and this might be a good opportunity to do a screenshot. I like it. Automatically. Not doing it now. I don't know why. Alright, there we go. It's weird if the trigger's a little strange. A little temperamental. He got it, did it that time. be at 50,000 once we get these pallets loaded. Let's see if is enough to fill up the TMR silo. Build it to the cow barn. Hopefully it'll be enough, but we'll see. Normally we would end the Wednesday episodes at 9. Since I ran a little late, we're also going to run a little bit over. I'm probably going to just have it at 15 minutes. Even though we really didn't get started until 7:20, 7:30ish. Yeah, so I'll run about 15 minutes over, so we'll kill it at 9 or quarter after 9 Eastern Standard Time for those of you in this region of the U.S. 50,000 liters of TMR, total mixed ration, and let's bring that back over to the cows. Let's drop that off. And that still did not get it done. So it's 88,250. I'm thinking 88. So this thing probably can get all the way up to 100,000. So at 80, let's do another 15K. Hopefully that'll be it. Miss it too many times, but it's always trial and error on that first load, and then from there we'll have a better idea of what numbers we're going to need to hit going forward. So let's do 15,000 liters of TMR, a total mixed ration. 1, 2, 3, and that's 15,000. And that time it automatically loaded it once I had the trailer in the correct position where the trigger had sensed the pallet was there. It's a little tricky. It's a little bit temperamental, a little bit tricky. Safe. Do we just want to go ahead and grab one more? I think so. Because I don't want to make any unnecessary trips anymore. If that will do too. Let's do it. And we're down to $7,000 here financially. Getting really crucial. MR, 5,000 liters. Boom, that hit the number. So it's 100,000 even for max. That's good to know. And we took the extra 13,000 we have here into our silo, hopefully. Okay, so that's good. And next up is straw. Now, test a little theory here as well with this tip trailer for 2020. I think this functionality is in game, but I'll test it first before we even speak on it. So we're gonna do the same little straw bale thing that we did before. We want the liftable bales, and we're gonna do the 220s again, and we're gonna do 4 again, starting off. Well, I don't have enough money for that, so we gotta go to the bank one more time, and as for a little bit more money, we'll do 50,000 this time. 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, 40, 45, 50. Now, let's go lease it up again. And I'm looking for 240 liters bales of straw, 220 centimeter bales of straw. We're gonna get 4 of them, $6,000. All right, now let's see if we can get this trailer up enough, if it will pick them up. But if I hop out and grab one, will it load? Let's see. I thought I did 4. Where did? Oh, yeah. But if I grab one and hold it in there, will it take it that way? Nah. Alright. Well, let's see here. So that, well, I was thinking that won't work. Alright. Is this a thing that I can do with? Okay, why can't I get you out of there now? You pick up object. You pick up object. It won't let me pick the. Oh, there. Ah. It's literally being. Alright, there we go. So that won't work with this trailer. Alright. So we need to grab the tractor and the bale loading trailer combination here, and go grab those bales real quick. Alright, I hate when it does that. It goes through the floor. We'll go ahead and place the 2020 back, box it. Alright, and everything's getting real dirty now, so let's go ahead and get her cleaned up too. Looking really, really filthy right now, so let's just give everything a little wash. A little cleanup. That's looking good. That's looking great. All right, and let's hop over to the tractor. Bale trailer, and let's head to the shop. Grab those bales. Beacons corn. Probably gonna need a lot more straw than that, obviously, but I just want you to have a baseline from which we can kind of determine what we need overall, but we need a good starting point as a point of reference. The animals won't need nearly as much straw as they need their food. Alright, so reset, operating position. More bells. Transporting position. Alright, so we have to unload bales. Unload bales here. I think that's where they go, right? No. No goes there. Yeah, should be. Alright, so if that's not where you place them, then where do you place them? Thought that's the way. Ah, snap. We need a straw blower. Ah. So we're gonna need to go to animals. Um, that's a smaller one. 37. That's 29. Now that makes TMR. These are the straw blowers right here. This is 36. That's a 2 round bale capacity. Alright. So that makes TMR. This This straw blower only processes. Um, let's see here. This one processes bales into. Let's see, straw bales. That one takes any type of bale. This one, two bales. All right, 36. We'll go with the cheaper one. I thought. All right, so let's lease this. All right. Again, apology guys. It's been a little minute since I've done it almost. So I'm a little rusty on this stuff. My other playthrough, I had it down to a science. Of course, I was using the cow barn with the bots, but that's another conversation. Sad. All right. Actually, I'm going to delete this here. I'm going to have to come back and get more bills here in just a bit. So let's go grab the blower and bring it over and then see where we're at once I've loaded a few bills and then we blown straw into cow barn. Let's go grab the blower. This will probably be the last thing we do tonight. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for dealing with me with the delay tonight and with the little overtime we're doing tonight. It's not overtime per se. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you for tuning in. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like, let me know what you don't. Some things you want me to see me do, if there's equipment you want to see me use, you have any questions about the game, so on and so forth, you know what to do. Hit me up in the comments. Let's go. Engagement is key. This is how I get better and I can provide the content that you want to see. Well, this is why I do what I do. I'm doing what I love and just sharing it with you, and together we share our love for this wonderful game and how we produced it and everything in between. And like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? As always, with all these episodes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. And we'll just take it from there. These episodes will be uploaded to my YouTube channel in their entirety. That's about it with what I got for you tonight, folks. Let's drop a bale or two in here. One. And we're doing this as all bootleg tonight. And my apologies. Normally be doing this with the bell forks and with the pallet forks and all of that good stuff. Um, let's see, attach. We'll clean this operation up a little bit next time. First, let's just make sure we're at the right point now. Again, it's been a little while since I've done this. Alright. Alright. What are we missing? I don't remember how this thing worked. Alright, something I'm not doing right here. No. There's straw I got, right? Alright, I'm not quite sure why it's not working. I've done this before many times, and I never had any issues with the trigger popping. What if it's an issue with the bells? Bells. That. This is never an issue. This one has me confused, guys. I'm sorry. I don't understand. That's not working. I'm not gonna let it upset me right now, but this is a frustration point. Alright, wait a minute. I just saw it. There it is. Into the middle. Very to the middle. Alright, well, there you have it. I think we're gonna call it a show here. I'll finish unloading the straw here with the cows. And let's take a look at what we're doing here while we got it going. Let's look at the cows. And that straw is going to get us up to 8,250 liters. That's one bale. Let's do the second bale. And this is 2 bales. Let's see where we're at after 2 bales. That puts us at 16,500, which is about a quarter way, so we'll need So with 4 bells, we'll be at what? Let's see what 4 bells was a set. All right, so let's grab one more. All right, that's one. And one more. All right. Oh, this thing had a ladder on it. I guess not. All right. We got 2 more bills in here. And this is where we'll end it at. Thank everyone for tuning in. Thank you for your patronage tonight again. Like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? This is Jose831 Gaming with another live Twitch Live episode of Farming Simulator 22. What the heck? But I will pick this up. From here on the next episode. This thing is finicky as heck. It really is. This is Jose831 Gaming. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you on Saturday. Have a good evening, everyone. Let's go to Twitch Live.